Hello. I'm sorry, I know no Czech, so this is entirely in English, and I apologize. I will try to go slow, but thank you for sticking around. My name is Matt Schultz. I am the digital fabrication editor for Make Magazine. Make Magazine is why there is Maker Faire. We put on the Maker Fairs and help the Maker Fairs around the world happen. So I spend a lot of time thinking about digital fabrication and the next industrial revolution and making things with machines. And I think that digital fabrication specifically, but making in and of itself, will help bring us together in many ways and make the world not seem like such a big, scary place. Because the world is big. It's real big. We're just little tiny things crawling around on it. But man has managed to take over the entire world. We're everywhere. All 7 continents, everywhere that you go, there's humanity. And we make things. Even early man made things. We make things to improve our lives. We make things to make other things. We make things just to make things. Many of us here as makers make things just to be happy, just for the joy of making things. But creating things can have a big advantage. A little feedback there. Creating things can have a big advantage. It can improve our lives. The first person who figured out that if you threw a dart with another stick, you could throw it harder than throwing it with just your hand, ate better. They survived better. And someone was able to look at that and create that device. And the atlatl is something that has gone around the globe. As we continued to progress as people, we continued finding ways to trade with other people. Knowledge needs to spread. So this is a map of what was the Silk Road, a way that goods and ideas passed around the entire world. And people that were along the Silk Road became rich from the trading that went through and the knowledge that passed from east to west really helped develop the world that we created. People like Marco Polo became famous because they went out and brought this knowledge around the world. Christopher Columbus didn't find America because he was looking for America. Christopher Columbus found America because he was trying to take ideas and goods and find a faster way to get them from China to America, or sorry, China to Europe than the Silk Road. Magellan went around the world trying to find different trade routes, ways that we could get information through. We went from small sailing ships to steamships to huge now ocean liners that are transporting our goods across the entire world. Making went from small little blacksmith shops, little places in towns where things were made, to the start of the Industrial Revolution, where big factories were created that made everything that we needed. Now, in our modern world, most things are made in China. Big factories in China and then shipped all over the world. But China has some problems when it comes to actually making things. These are 2 phones. They're 2 iPhones. The one on the left is real. The one on the right is fake. Because anything that you take and try to get made in China just gets copied. And so sharing knowledge, lots of companies don't want to share. They want to keep things proprietary, keep trade secrets. But sharing knowledge is important. And in manufacturing, if you don't share, often someone else will share without you wanting to. Another big problem about moving things all over the world is sometimes they don't get there. I love this story. In 1992, a group of rubber duckies. An entire shipping container of rubber duckies were going from China to America across the Pacific Ocean, and they fell off the boat. There were 29,000 rubber duckies floating around the world's oceans that have gone everywhere from Australia, America, South America, the whole way to Europe and to England. So there's just little flotillas of rubber duckies floating around our oceans that were lost to whoever was trying to produce them in China. But now the maker movement has inspired us to share. It's inspired us to learn and create. Here's a kid playing with an Arduino from Italy, but Arduino is everywhere. You'll see Arduino projects all through this Maker Faire. And one of the things that has been successful about Arduino is this open source, this sharing knowledge, sharing the ability to create these projects, sharing how everything works on the bottom end from the ground up, so that everyone can use this as a learning process. This Maker Faire is brought possible because of Prusa Labs, Prusa Research. Joe and his company, they make a product, they sell a product, but that product is an open source product that is shared. Digital fabrication, beyond just sharing the actual products, how to build these machines, another bit is the actual designs of how things are made. People are sharing how things are created. So this whistle was created and designed by a couple guys in Germany in 2009 and uploaded to a website called Thingiverse. Thingiverse has millions of designs that you can go out and download and print on a 3D printer 100% totally for free. A lot of the designs that you'll see over in actually many of the booths around here are all uploaded onto Thingiverse. So these gentlemen in Germany created this design for this whistle. The whistle has a P that's printed inside, so it rattles as you blow on it. And they uploaded it to Thingiverse, and an hour later, guys in New York City printed this whistle and had this whistle. So a whistle that was designed in Germany was physically in New York in an hour. That's incredible. There's no other way to transport goods and transport ideas. The internet has made that possible, but digital manufacturing has taken not just ideas and concepts, but made physical objects possible to transport around the entire world in minutes, in moments. This is our future. And the more that we share, the more that we work together and explain knowledge and explain how we do things and share the things that we make, the better things can be. Prague this weekend took a big step in that. You guys joined a major community, Maker Faire. This is a map of, there's some sections of the world missing. This is a map of Maker Faires happening all over the world. Now, they aren't all happening this weekend. They take place in different times. But there are thousands of Maker Faires happening around the world. And now Prague has become part of that family, part of the Maker Faire family, sharing these knowledge, working together, creating events like this where more people can learn about these technologies, about these processes, learn the things that they can do. And this, I hope, will help bring all of us together as humankind to do more and to continue progressing these things. That there's not so many things different about each of us. Instead, we're all people and we all want to make things. So, thank you. That's my talk. If anyone has any questions about Maker Faire.
If there is question.
Sorry.
How do you like Prague's Maker Faire and how would you compare it to the others?
How do I like Prague's Maker Faire? I have been to Maker Faires all over the United States. This is my second European Maker Faire. I've been to Rome also. I've been to Maker Faire in Canada. This is the most beautiful venue that any Maker Faire that I've been to has been in. This is just incredible. And, to be honest, first Maker Faire, very first one, when I heard that they were going for this scale, I was like, ugh, that's kind of ambitious. But you guys pulled it off. This is great. I love the diversity of makers that are here. I love everything that you guys have put together. It's fantastic. It's really great. Am I out of time?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's okay.
All right.
If there is any questions.
Okay. Any more questions? All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for putting up with my English. And have a wonderful Maker Faire. And I hope to see you guys next year at the fair.
Okay, so please big applause for Match Tools.